All right. So what do we got going on here? We got Conquest start cooking. We have all of our gear slots absolutely upgraded. Our little lady's lost her leg. She's died a couple times out of 10, but they're all upgraded with extra passives. You can see them all down here on the bottom. And we happened to get lucky. The chainmail dropped, so we had a higher chance to get rare items. It was kind of towards the end of our gearing, but it's boosted our hands and our legs pretty high, where we have just an insane barrier on our character. But this is kind of what's cooking. Uh, the uh, the collapsing star is built to where it can dump out constantly, pretty much. I've never seen collapsing star busting out this fast before, but here we go. There it is. The boss cannot touch us. He cannot move. So we have a lot of attack reach boosted up so that our freezing vortex is up. The higher the freezing vortex, the higher the longer they are frozen before they get to us, like the wider the range. And then we have higher freeze chance built into it as well. And the higher the freeze chance, the higher our crit. And because we're freezing so much, I decided to use Frostfire instead of the crit, just so we could ignite them. And maybe we'll be able to... I was hoping we were going to be able to combo like a little fire and frost damage, but it seems like it's better to just focus on frost because we're going alkalite. But these collapsing stars are absolutely insane. Look at all of them. I've never seen that many. So we've built this hero in a pretty broken way. Our barrier is absolutely huge now. Now we'll upgrade a whole bunch of little things with all the nonsense that has dropped. Effectiveness of moon runes, so we will just give it more damage at this point. 200% more damage to Frozen is what it's offering, which is going to help the Ignite. The Ignite will be much higher as well. I guess bonus health and damage taken staggered would be kind of okay if I get some sort of healing at some point. Primary attack ability damage. I guess that's good. I mean, it's so low at this point. It feels lackluster. So Collapsing Star, what should we build into Collapsing Star? We could turn it into fire damage. That would then freeze. Like, there's nothing to put into this. Like, even crit chance is no good because we're basically at 100% crit chance. I feel like we could just meme it and turn it into fire damage and then give it a chance to burn. Solar damage. And here's the chance to burn. That's good. It ignites burn and throws a freeze on them at the same time because of our artifact Frostfire gem. It'll do both. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Projectile amount, movement charges is probably what we want the most. Attack force. Yeah, attack force is really good, especially with Collapsing Star. It'll pull them a lot better. Damage to Frozen, that sounds fine. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely bonkers. So the barrier that we have is going to hopefully make us pretty much untouchable. We're about to come up to the last boss on a 14-minute run. That was the last boss on this run. We will be able to just like slowly ride this out. Because we have to last for 2 more minutes before as like a victory lap, I guess that must be why they do it. Hmm. This is a pretty fun game. You can really find yourself in sketchy situations or completely break the hero. So if you're able to conceive of like what the different masteries and whatnot will do as you're building your hero with gear and all that type of stuff through these little rituals, you can come to a place where you're actually just I don't know how else to put it, but you're just breaking the game. Where it feels like everything is no match to you, you know? The Some of it requires, like, mechanic knowledge and stuff like that. But for the most part, testing things out and trying things out and realizing, I can do that, is half the fun. As you learn the game and realize kind of like what you're able to build. And part of it requires you to unlock some things. Okay, so at this point in the game, there is a little ghosty guy that comes and chases you until you die. So there it is. Return to the world map. Let's go to the archive and let's upgrade another ability so we can test out some other things. To be honest, teleport regenerating half of your barrier sounds really good, but the knockback that this provides is better. Dashing and being able to heal yourself is really good, but when I did my death touch run, it felt like that kind of sucked. The leap Leap will generate energy. We should try at least a level 5 in that and give that a try. It'd be really nice if the spike balls would unlock an extra spike every time you hit up here, but it doesn't seem like it's doing that. I really hope this dream of doing a spike ball run with as many spike balls as possible. That only gives +5 ability damage? Well, this gives 25. Okay. Anything that is limited by like only judging up to 4 enemies. Like this one, I feel like doesn't synergize very well, and anything that has like every 1 second. Every 0.25s aren't bad, but every 1 second or more, like this one every 3 seconds, it doesn't feel very good. Uh, this is a power ability, Holy Bolts. Okay, so Divine Purge. We've already broken the Hammerdin, so I feel like I don't need to go Divine Purge, like, as a thing. But part of me is just so tempted to try it because this seems to be similar to the Sigil of Flames, I think. So you just get tons of little, like, beams going everywhere. Fiery short bow. Actually, I probably have to level this, like a requirement to level this one, and then this one would just be for fun. Because there are so many builds that unlock that short bow, but then you're sitting there like, well, I can't actually use it properly since it's not upgraded, so we probably need to upgrade this one next. Well, let's do one more ritual starting from the beginning, and we'll see how this one builds up. Uh, Damage to elites. This would be really nice, actually. But I can't turn both of them into fire, so that's a problem. So we'll just go hammers, I guess. Well, this feels goofy, but I'll have to go for it. Burst shot will give me more solar damage. Every 3 seconds, it'll be like a little nuke. I'll have more projectile amounts, though. Skip this. We gotta skip them so that we can get our big boy gear. We're not blocking. I'll have to go recovery. Every 1 second, or just constantly going off. Sigil is way better. Ba, 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 ba. Yep. Yes. Yes. Correct. How precious. My goodness. My little butterfly baby. Oh man. I have a question. How come people act weird when they hear people say that they want to adopt? They act weird. Yeah, I don't understand. They just act weird. No, they just act weird. I do. Strange. Food. What food is there? Remember when we were... Hello. What should we get? Okay. I feel like we now have a very solid build where I can just sit here and my fire and my collapsing stars and my freezing aura and my arrows and my arcane bolts will just decimate everybody. Yeah, here's the problem though. I feel like I learned something on this run. I've been going like, oh shoot, I'm I'm taking... Oops, I'm not even paying attention. They got arrows now, so I have to move. But they've got piercing damage, and I do not have resistance to piercing on this build, so that's why I was able to take a hit. But the strategy essentially is not just to sit here and do nothing, but the strategy is going to be getting as many collapsing stars out as possible while freezing and burning them simultaneously. And there's another component to it, though. I've learned something on this run. Previously, I had been skipping everything to, try to, like, max out gear and all that, but a couple times I passed on a chest piece or a legs that had a very huge chance for rare items dropping. Now, what I've realized is that actually is providing you with more rerolls than you could ever dream of because it's going to upgrade future gear things that drop. So even though you might be missing out on like a passive or two, if you get a chest and a legs with rare item chance, well, then there you go. That's not the worst thing in the world because it cascades into better gear in the future. So that's the new strategy component mechanic that I have learned as far as gear building goes in this game. Uh, on this run, actually, I just learned that. I kind of realized it, in fact. There's like an opportunity cost. Okay, now so these are bracers. I don't have enough to rare it up. Oh wait, rare up 5? Oh, nice. Now I get an item, or an ability. Do we want Judgment? No. Quick Strike's going to be the only good thing, because we already have Freezing Vortex. I think it does double stack, but the bonus health is nice. Primary attack. Maybe we will double stack it, because all this stuff is actually what I need as far as the stats go. I can't tell. It says I have a second Freezing Vortex, but I can't tell if I actually do. Do I need any more gear? I do. I need hands. Okay. Resume. I'm gonna leave the gear and everything there for now, because I'm probably going to be able to kill without it, and I can strategize my final gear piece by doing skips for rerolls, so that I can upgrade the gear and get an extra passive. I think I would have been able to get chest and legs extra rare chance on this run, which would have been way better, but I didn't, because I didn't realize the cascading effect from that earlier on. I was so focused on getting extra passives. But the more I thought about it after passing on it, I realized, no, that's what we want to do. Okay, so this will give us piercing, which will give us more collapsing stars probably, because it's hitting more people. And the caravan is up. How wonderful. I can probably make the caravan move to a crawl. But like, man, these things are really overwhelming me since I've been skipping so much. Okay. We basically stunned the caravan. They can't move. So we can definitely get all their gear. Oh gosh. Unless I die. There it is. Add to the pierce. And then we'll boost sun runes on our weapon. The collapsing star is just insane. Boss is completely frozen. Looking for gear. Nope, not enough. Sun runes up by 100%. Skip. Man, I am not being as careful as I need to be. What a goofy build. This is not the best, but it is an interesting thing to try. It's just crazy how much they get bounced around. Oh gosh, all the arrows. I'm just mesmerized by all the collapsing stars. Not even watching the arrows. Where'd the boss go? There he is. Well, I guess I could pick some of these things up. Chance for rare items, that would be real nice. I need the next gear piece to be upgraded it at least once. And then I can get my last gear piece. I've tested it a little, and I don't think that Collapsing Star works on multi-shot. We're kind of dying, so we probably have to go for an extra dodge. It basically doubles our current dodge, so that's good. Okay, there's the gear. Okay. So, first things first, we go for this. Where is it? And we don't have to pass on it. We can actually use it. We are going to need to improve the freeze on this aura to get 100% crit. Oh man, this is so chaotic. It's hard to clump them because the the collapsing star is knocking them all over the place. Alright, so I need to get the white gear. I need to skip it. And then I get the blue gear. And then I rare up it. This is going to give us Mark of the Shadow, I guess. And the movement speed that we need. Okay, now we're really fast. At this point, the extra dodge is just going to be that much better. And part of me wants to turn Collapsing Star into fire damage, to be honest. Because it'll freeze. So we're going to do that. And it'll do more damage. Effectiveness of the moon runes, though. Ooh. No, no, no. I take it back. Energy cost reduction. That's going to give us even more stars. I forgot I didn't have that yet. This is insane. I'm just dumping stars out. Oh gosh. There's a hammer person. It's gonna be sad if I die because I'm like being so unaware. Totally not the build's fault either. But there are better ways to build this. I actually just did one earlier. We're just trying it with Hunter to see how it feels. And it's actually not as good as going like just straight Alkalite. Alright. These hammers are so scary. Okay, she's almost dead. Do I have the gear? Yeah, I do. I got it. Man, this chick, all she's got left is her hair and her legs. We have lunar boosted. What else can we put into this? Like nothing. Yeah, increased effectiveness of moon runes is the only thing, which gives it a higher chance to freeze, which is fine. It'll just freeze faster. So now I know I can't build that into something else. I should have put my extra rune into freezing vortex if I didn't want to go this route. Wait, here's some gear. Attack reach. That's good. Yeah, we'll do attack reach. And movement speed. Now we're probably maxed in movement speed, to be honest. Okay. Now we will go... Attack speed is probably nice just to get rid of it, but I kind of want my charge to be up just in case I need a more stable movement charge. My goodness. Alright, we've got our last boss coming up. We'll see how that feels. I've skipped so many gear upgrades just to get these extra like passives. I should change kind of how I'm strategizing that. I definitely need to get more rare item chance early on if I can, even if it means sacrificing like a passive. Spirit Caravan, where is he? There he is. Alright, now they're frozen. It's absolutely nuts. Oh, well, we're gonna have to kill the caravan while we kill the brood mother. Not the worst thing. Okay, I need to like click on her. Yeah, okay, good. She's frozen now. Am I clicked on her? Okay, yeah, good. Clicking on her will just target it completely. Oh man, this is insane. What a broken build. Well, I love coming up with these things. Resistance to piercing. I mean, at this point, I have a lot of lunar. Oh my goodness, her babies are everywhere. Able to move so fast because I've lost so many lives, to be honest. I think it's like 7.5 per life lost. So that's it. Last boss is dead. Just got to survive the last 2 minutes as a victory lap, and we got this under wraps. Well, I've skipped so many of these. We're not even fully capped on them yet. I guess I can give it some crit hit. Chance to stun? Okay. Now the movement speed should definitely be maxed. Should be. 12.5. Alright. Is she attacking with double shots usually? Yeah, it looks like it. Like almost all the time it's double shot. Which is good. The double shot means it's generating twice as much energy, which is giving us extra stars. And with no piercing, we probably could just stand here. Yep, movement speed is maxed at 500%. I guess we could 500% crit damage on the stars. Mm. Oh, my buddy wants me to play Dota. Well, I'm gonna have to do some gardening here actually, so I won't be able to. The Trail of Stars. Catch me if you can, ghosts. I'm gonna survive as long as I can. I refuse to die. Oh, never mind. They got me. Cool, cool. Now we should be able to unlock our next thing for our next idea. This short bow is comboed in so many builds, but I haven't unlocked it yet. You can tell because when you go in to begin a ritual, like what might we want to do? Let's think. A barbarian. That'll switch things up. Would that go well with a bow? No. Not a hunter. Could do thief. I'm trying to combo something. No, I want to do Oathbringer if I can. Let's see if it pops up. I'm not actually sure if it will. Can Oathbringer be a human Oathbringer? Well, not Oathbringer. Oh, the golden guys. That's what I mean. Aurora Ah, yes, they can be a hunter. Oh wait, I'm confusing it. I want it to be an Oathkeeper that can use a bow. That's what I'm trying to do. So it is Oathkeeper. Okay, human Oathkeeper. We'll just go with this. And it seems like you can use short bows. I've never tried this. Normally we're doing hammers and stuff, but let's give this a try. Because now I'm an Oathkeeper with a bow. And there it is. Solar damage bow. This is amazing. This is okay. It used to be amazing. It's okay though. Like as I've leveled up this is way better. We'll see how the bow compares though. It seems like it's similar. Nope, it's probably going to be better. It's giving no dodge, no block, or anything like that, but the energy generation is so much bigger. Our hammers are going to be insane. Okay, so let's see. I've like never used short bow before because I was like, well, I'll just go with the lunar bow. Attack speed, instant attack chance. Or we could go straight into burning. Let's do that. Because we're starting with burning damage. Okay. Now, this is what I learned last time. If you get rare item chance built into here early on, just go with that. It's crazy that the golden chainmail does not have rare item built in. It usually does. We'll just rarity up it. Get ourselves a free passive early on. Freezing vortex sounds really good. If they actually get frozen, it's a higher chance to crit. It's hard to decide. I think we're just gonna go with burst shot. Yep, we're gonna have to go with burst shot. Short bow doesn't. Yeah. Okay. This'll be good. I think we're gonna get projectile up as well. Sacred hammer. Here we go. Now we get bows and hammers instead of having to be like a melee, or like well, I guess the other hammer was ranged. It's like a Mjolnir kind of hammer. You just throw it at them. But this bow seems like it's gonna be way more energy generation, so we'll have way more hammers spinning around us. Ugh. This is rough. I was hoping to not get stuck into recovery. I was tempted to re-roll it, but one level in recovery is probably going to be some good utility later on. Well, these things are dying pretty fast. Attack reach, projectile amount. Rare, 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 none. Skip. We could probably skip for now. We'll get another rune later. It doesn't like cap or anything like that, so you can skip them to get extra rerolls to get like really good gear that has free passives. All right, Now we could go for burst shot, but sigil is going to be way better. Yeah, sigil. Oh man, was I right? What this game needs is actually like a little sandbox mode, like a demo mode where you can try like building things and testing little mechanics out. Like for example, I have no idea if stacking 2 burst shots actually works. I have no idea. It's too hard to tell because the game's too chaotic. So if there was like a demo mode, hopefully a dev is watching this. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Uh, a demo mode like Dota 2 has to test out like builds and things like that to make sure that the mechanics that you're assuming work. That would be really good because then I'm sitting here like again guessing. I don't know if getting passive and burst shot through gear and then like also leveling it is going to behave the same way, or if you can break it where it's like, oh, I upgraded this one burst shot, will the other one actually upgrade as well? Probably not, but it's also fun to like just test and confirm these ideas and theories in a sandbox area for demo, uh, so that you don't accidentally like assume things about your build, and then come to find later on, wait, it doesn't seem like it's working the way I thought it was. Anyway, so what are we doing here with our gear? Let's take a look. Do we get rare item chance here? Nope. 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 We'll skip, and then the next piece of gear is going to get us what we need. So let's get the projectile up on this. Chance to burn. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. Good to see you. Let me know if you have any questions about this game in particular. You might be one of my Dota followers, or WoW, or something like that. Um, or even Civ 5. or some of the other games I've played. If you're curious about this game, I can talk about it a little more. But right now what we're doing is an Oathbringer Hunter. And kind of, it's an Oathbringer and he has short bows, right? And what it seems is the short bow is going to have way more energy generation than the hammer. Now the hammer was attacking a lot faster, but I think we can get the short bow up to where it's basically going to be spitting out hammers faster overall than our our other hammer, our little like shield hammer. And so we're testing that out to see if we actually do have the entire screen covered in hammers, more so than we have previously. Now that's going to be a hard one to beat because I have had the entire ritual circle completely covered in like hammers to the point where it was like ants crawling over the screen constantly. But I'm wondering if I can get it even more bonkers. So let's see, we're going to try out this new weapon and see what we can do with it. Lunar damage, no. Barrier, I mean, maybe that'll be nice. Part of me wants to just skip it, though. Because I want gear. I have gear lust. Alright, let's rare up. The freezing vortex will be kind of nice, because it could freeze, which will give us a higher crit. Out of these options, that's the best one, especially because it's got some instant attack chance built into it. At this point, I'm thinking we have to go rapid strikes so that we get more hammers. There it goes. It's getting better. It'll get even better. Healing, burning. Attack force? I'm gonna go with attack force. I feel like it's so invaluable. Now let me think about this last little rune here. Am I gonna want to spend it? Yes. Once we get the hammers up to max, we can probably skip a few more for gear. To upgrade our gear, that is. So right now the hammers are looking better, but we can get them even better. We will be doubling up both of these with the sun rune in there. Alright. Well, now we would have had 100% barrier. That would have been really nice, but I'm really hoping to nab an extra passive in our chest piece. Or something like that. Oh! Well, let's click this. Yeah, we're going to need to re-roll a few things, but first, just for fun, we're going to need to go 100% Sun Rune. So we'll get even more hammers. Okay, this is really good for now. Now we can start focusing on the gear. Okay. Couple pieces of gear. Do I need both of these, actually? I do. Shoot, I just clicked exit to desktop by accident. Oh well, that's the build. This was going to be my last run. My wife needs me to go do some gardening and take out the trash and stuff like that. Taking out the trash where I live is ridiculous. Do I leave now? No, maybe I try one more. I did not mean to leave that. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, if there's a dev watching, I gotta show you something. Hopefully there is. Because one of the worst things, like let's say you're in a game, I'll show you what the misclick situation really is. So this has happened a couple times before. Like, let's just say I'm in the game, we're playing, stuff like that, yada 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 yada. And if you're wondering what the other weapon is instead of the bow, it's this thing. It goes through them with the pierce. Anyway, let's say I'm checking my character out and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, 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 and I click resume. Why do I have to go all the way up here for resume? And if I click exit, shouldn't it say like, are you sure you want to exit? It doesn't, it just closes. It's like a really big thing. It makes it hard to like stream because I make that mistake. I've made it a couple times. It really should say, are you sure? Right? Well, we'll give it another try maybe. We weren't getting that much luck anyway, so do we go with Lunar? One reroll on this guy. But that's an Oathkeeper. I want Aurora Borean Hunter. Wait, do I? No, I don't. Oh gosh, I don't think I do. I made a mistake. Okay, Aurora Borean Oathkeeper. But that's Lunar. I don't want Lunar. That's also Lunar. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe we'll just go a Lunar build instead of trying to do the same thing as before. Let's do fire and ice. Should we? Maybe. Mm. We'll just do treasure hunter. It's going to make it a lot easier to get the gear into max passives. So we'll just do this. And I guess we'll just do the normal Hammer of Soul. See how it feels, because in comparison, this might actually... It says it has 2 energy per hit, which is a lot lower than the bow. But the bow is attacking a lot slower, it feels like. And maybe not piercing as well. But maybe it's just all in my head. So let's see. Yeah, he's attacking faster. This plus the gear is probably the best. This sucks that we have to re-roll this. Okay, now we get hammer. Yeah, it's the instant attack chance that comes with it too, I think. Because then you just hit twice. But once you build that into the bow, it's going to feel a lot stronger. Interesting. So I'm getting some ideas, actually. So I think the way to build, if you're going to play with the Aurora Borean, and you're going to go for the short bow, I think it is going to be more energy generation in the long run, but you won't be able to skip these. You'll have to like build directly into like instant attack chance into the bow. Part of this, it seems like there's an AoE when it hits. Throw 1 projectile to the primary target. Generates 2 energy per hit. It just feels like it's playing faster. I really want to make the bow work, though. So it's an Aurora Borean Hunter is what it is. Okay. See, there you go. I can even get the golden chainmail. Interesting. And then if I get that for chest, I get the higher rare item chance as well. I'll just do it. And this one's projectile amount. Yep. Okay, so the treasure hunter is really nice because the extra rerolls, well, and the higher rare item chance is going to help you get gear that has free passives built into it. This one's got a precision volley, it seems. Okay, the funny thing is I'm so focused on that, I didn't even consider the ability that was coming with it. I was just like, oh, I want the rare item chance, so I went with that. But that's very dependent on if I get the chest piece that goes with it. So it is a huge gamble. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not like what I prefer doing. I'm just testing some things out by trying to min-max the rare item chance and see how that feels. Because the higher that is, the higher chance you have to get free passives. Now here's the weird thing. I don't see this precision volley like even launching. Whenever your power ability triggers, fire up to 5 enemies in front of you. I don't even see it. Oh, there it was. There it was. Okay. Maybe we can skip 1. Because that'll give us 2 pieces of gear fully upgraded. And maybe 3 if we get the half upgraded ones from the start. We killed that boss very fast. Okay, hammers have the extra rune slot. Rarity up. And the chainmail. There it is. Tons of rare everythings. So all of the fire damage is going to do frost, or we could go with rapid strikes for now. Let's just do that. Projectile split chance. Maybe that's good. Oh, this is quite spectacular. Let's see. This is the normal hammer. I feel like comparing this to the... It's not fully buffed yet, actually. There's still one more really big buff to the actual hammers that we're looking for, and you'll see in a second. Okay, here it is. Now let's character, we got 2 pieces. Let's go back, let's resume. Well, any of these are fine. This gives the active chance to burn. We'll just go with that. And here it goes. This one little thing. Oh, this thing over here. Here it goes. Are you ready for this? Increased effectiveness of sun runes by 100%. Oh. And the whole map is going to basically be covered in these if the enemy is able to be alive long enough to like actually withstand the damage output. The problem is they're dying so fast that it's like harder to withstand the damage output. But I have a feeling that with this build and with everything we're doing here, that we are like you'll see on the next boss, but we are going to. Okay. I don't want to re-roll a rare piece of gear. I want. That's pretty good. I feel like the bow is going to be better though. I really gotta compare this to the bow. Compare how it feels. Because I think we can do this with the short bow, only make it like infinitely better. Um, oh wait, this isn't fully maxed yet. Yeah, our attack reach from Radiance isn't even fully up. And it needs to be for the full majesty of this build to like shine forth. We have a lot of burn chance though, and it's just melting them. Now I get my final piece of gear, rarity up. And we could do another sigil. See, the thing is, I have no way of knowing if it's actually a second sigil. So I end up just going for something like Whirlwind. But that'll be fine because it gives me a lot of damage to injured and attack range. And I think I need spawn healing souls, to be honest. I feel like those could be a little helpful. Oh, is that a broodmother? Is it already losing its lives and dying without me realizing it? Yep, you better believe it. Do I actually have my final piece of gear? I do. Resume, and then the other resume is way up here. Chance to burn? Okay, we'll do chance to burn. If you don't know how burn... Oh my gosh. You seeing this? And with how insane this is with the hammers, I think I really think that the short bow is going to be even better. So we're going to have to give that a try. Hmm. Let's do a double shot. That'll give even more hammers. Oh my goodness. Uh, if I click skip, I'll do one of these. So I've done this in Arena. I'd highly recommend it if you wanted to do this in Arena. Uh, it gets the Arena to like level 38, no problem. And then with some like tweaking in the build and stuff like that, it could get even better, I suppose. I can't remember. I think I went like Thief. I have it in an earlier Let's Play, like Let's Play 8 or something if you wanted to go check it out. But it got us to like level 38 in the arena. If it really diarrhea for Thief or any Alkalite or anything, which we probably could do to get it to some insane level. Maybe we'll do that next time. The problem is, my favorite thing to do with the caravans is slow them. In the last build I had, we had freezing aura, and then the caravans couldn't escape. Mm, whatever. Let's see. I'm starting to die. We will be able to defeat the last boss, no problem at all. This thing actually might kill me. Uh, the problem with this boss is he moves faster and faster, and I didn't build. Oh no, I didn't build for move speed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's the hardest thing we've ever had to deal with this build. I don't know if we're gonna have to deal with it again though. If not, if that thing doesn't pop up again, we will win. But man, that was weird. I guess this goes to show you you need to build freeze. I got lazy and I went Brand of Flame actually because I thought maybe Brand of Flame would be really good. Let's see how that feels. It doesn't feel as good as freezing. freezing is way better. I'm so optimistic sometimes. Man, I need to freeze them. Okay, so just so you guys see it, maybe when we get our next little rune, I'll show you what I've done with the sigil, which is how we have so many, like, fire beams everywhere. Okay. So with the Sigil of Flames, we have 100% chain targets, 100% target amount, so it is a 50% chance to unleash 2 streams of fire. So that'll be 4 streams of fire. It'll chain up to 3, so we have it chaining up to 6. Then we have 100% on target amount, so we have 6. We basically have 6 targets with 6 chains each. So that's why this is happening. And it happens on 50% of the hits I do. I forgot that I probably could have actually built block into this character as well. I didn't really do that, like, at all. And here's our final boss. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so dumb. I looked at the stream to see if people were here. He got me. Well, we had some issues with the dormant spider. And because we didn't build freeze and I went for Brand of Flame, it did not work out. So there's the strategy, guys. Do not get baited by Brand of Flame. You absolutely need, if you're going high damage solar build, you need frost fire so that all of your high damage fire will freeze them. The higher the damage, the stronger the freeze. The stronger the freeze, the higher the crit. And you kill much faster. We'll try it with the bow. I promised with the bow. So I need an Aurora Borean Oath Keeper. Or it could be a human Oath Keeper. So what do I get? I get more instant attack. And we go for the bows. And we get our bow. Okay. I'm gonna go flashlight. Last time I did the other one, didn't feel as good. So this bow does 8 energy per hit. Hey man, welcome to the stream. So what we're doing here is short bows. Short bows and hammers. And it actually seems like in the long run it might be able to make more hammers than the normal Oathkeeper build. We are about to double up on all of our hammers. 100% effectiveness. Okay. It's pretty good, but it could get even better once Radiance is max and a few other things. Why is the caravan moving so slow if I'm doing fire damage, you might ask? Well, it's the Frostfire gem. I made a mistake. I was not supposed to walk over this piece of gear. I was supposed to reroll a couple other things, like literally two other things. Oh, actually three, and then get it. But maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. Because then we can just finish building everything that we want to build, which is also nice. A lot of stuff just dropped. Oh, target amount is probably going to be a little better with the sigil. We are going to go for 100% target amount. Oh, I thought I... Okay. That's not the worst thing in the world. I thought I was on my last gear piece, but I wasn't. Okay, so we'll get this last gear piece up all the way to highest rarity. And then the sigil will also get 100% more effectiveness on primordial. And then we will also throw down back. What am I doing? I need chained targets. That's in Moon. Okay. And now the whole map is going to be covered not only in hammers, but also in the flame burny things. I need to get experience though, so it sucks that I actually have to move around to collect this stuff. I'd like to be able to just sit there and see how long it could last. But this is essentially broken at this point. And once I get this fiery short bow to pierce more often, which will be my next rune, I think our hammers will go even more crazy. We need one more skip, and then we can get our last piece of gear. That's sitting right there. We just got to get it upgraded. This boss is dying really fast. Ooh. Pierce. Okay. Oh, what did I just get? Aura of Judgment? Oh, big deal. It's a lot of upgrades. Do you see this game I'm playing, man? Okay. Oh gosh, I'm dying. Nope. I was falling asleep. Huh? Why not? Oh, we're not doing it together? We can. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. What? You didn't... Yeah, I'm falling asleep. This game gets me tired sometimes. What? Look at this. I built this. Anyway, I gotta gather these things. Huh? Oh, what? Okay. I gotta go do some chores. Take the trash out. Do the adulting. Kaboom, Zia.